Super fast tortoise in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine runs stealing his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG Green, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Rap metal flow, pounding beats to inside. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast tortoise, the champion of the fight.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit, MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we game. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Well, hello. Good morning, good afternoon. Hi. How are you doing? Looking pretty good out there. Busy day. Today, I want to work on a KAALIA deck as a hangout with you guys today. I hope it's going to be a fun time. Enjoying it. Enjoying the show. Enjoying the fun. Yeah. Got what's left of a Coke Zero here. Hope you guys chill and hang out while I work on this deck. Hold on. Woo. Woot. So, running KAALIA of the Vast. She costs a generic red, white, and black. It's a legendary creature, 2/2 flying. Whenever KAALIA of the Vast attacks an opponent, you may put an angel, demon, or dragon creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking that opponent. Whoop. That's what we're working with. Now I need to separate the deck. Separate the lands in the deck. Yeah. So I got some upgrades for the deck. So it's not really tech deck. It's just a chill out. How you doing? See you out there in the world. How's it going? I'm tired because I went to my local LGS today. Bike ride uphill both ways almost. It's downhill one way mainly, but it's uphill both ways where the location is. Oh my lord. All the lands. What's up, everybody? Leave a like. All right. These are the lands that are separated. Make sure I didn't accidentally put in anything. It's not a land. Aha. Mask of Memory made it into the lands. Now I'll go through these cards to make sure I didn't miss any lands. There's a land. I got all the lands out. Whoop, whoop. So, Let's break down the deck. Angel, angel, dragon, angel, removal, angel, up, angel, dragon, removal, angel, ramp, angel, ramp, ramp, dragon, angel, 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 a lot of angels, dragon, dragon, demon, removal, mana fixing, removal, recursion, dragon, demon, looter, angel, dragon. Draw spells. I need better draw on this deck for sure. Planeswalker for removal. And draw spells. Let's put draw right now. Removal. Draw card. Look, the land got in the pile. Ramp. Ramp. Demon. Dragon. Removal. Removal. Swords Clash removal. Pestilence Demon. Angel Sanctions. Dragon. 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 Card draw. Demon. Dragon. Random card, Batwing Broom. Removal. Dragon. Alright. So we got some dragons and angels and demons in this deck. There you go with card draw almost. What's this? Board wipes. I'm looking at this pile. This is an interesting pile. Oh. Breaker. All right. All right. I'll put cards aside that are not for this deck. Saw an expedition map in here, didn't I? Nope. Thought I did. Wayfarer's Bobble, maybe. Alright. Yeah, throw this up. What you doing? I'm working on KAALIA of the Vast. Working on KAALIA of the Vast. Oh, my camera doesn't work. Nope. Sorry, strobe like that. KAALIA of the Vast is what I'm working on. Working on a KAALIA of the Vast deck. Got some upgrades. Got some dragons. Some demons. Dragons. I was able to get a Swiftfoot Boots and a Lava Spur Boots, but I still need a Lightning Grease for this deck. Yeah, heavy on demons or angels or dragons or all. 'Cause I got a Swiftfoot Boots. I got a Lava Spur Boots. I got a Lightning Grease for this deck. Yeah, heavy on demons or angels or dragons or all. 'Cause I got a Swiftfoot Boots. I got a Lava Spur Boots. I got a Lightning Grease for this deck. Yeah, heavy on demons or angels or dragons or all. Let's see. Right now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 angels in the deck. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 dragons in the deck. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 demons in deck. So it's more dragon angel heavy. But like I got a new demon. We got Lorcan Warlock Collector. Costs 5, 6, 7 mana. Legendary. You got the devil. Oh, I got a devil instead of a demon. No, alright, never mind. Whenever a creature card is put in an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, you may pay life equal to its mana value. If you do, put it onto the battlefield under your control. It's a warlock in addition to its other types. If a warlock control dies, exile instead. So, I got that because it's good for good for removal spells. I didn't read the devil part. It's a devil, not a demon, so might just have a cool looking card in the deck. I got Decadent Dragon. Costs 4 mana for 4/4 dragon. It has an adventure side, expensive taste. Costs 2 generic and a black. You exile the top 2 cards of a target opponent's library face down. You may look at those and play those cards for as long as they remain exiled. And he's a 4/4 with flying trample. Whenever Decadent Dragon attacks, create a treasure token. So, then you got Hierogast Erupting Nullkite, 9 mana, it's a 6/6. His emerge cost 6, 7, 8, but sacrifice a creature, it costs less. When you cast a spell, you may exile your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. Flying. Each creature spell you cast has emerged. The emerge cost is equal to its mana cost. So I got that for the deck for sure. And I got Bedevil, Rakdos Return, and Ruinous Ultimatum. There's going to be a lot of board wipes in this deck because I don't have adequate draw. Britton K, what's up? And I got more board wipes for the deck. All right. I need to figure this out. Yo. Oh, Corey, I hurt my back at work. Gonna take a break from physical stuff for a bit. Gonna try and be around more often. Hey, Corey, get better. Get well soon. I had a root canal yesterday, so I wasn't able to stream yesterday or this morning because my talking capabilities were down. They're tough. Oops. Yeah. When I think about the bands, I thought it was hilarious in the worst kind of way. Like, I knew people were going to make videos on it and stuff. Like, it was just fodder for the people, basically. Like, they hand grip picked a topic that was going to make people famous. And, like, it was like the bands suck. But I'm not affected by it, really, except 2 decks I got to take out. Hold on. Yeah, 2 decks I gotta take out. I gotta take out a Dockside and a Nadu. So yeah. This sucks because it hinders my tradability with those cards. If I ever want to take them out and trade them. But at the same time, power levels, like I think CEDH needs to become its own entity now. It's its own ban list and everything. Own ban list, CEDH, its own list. Like have Commander is one thing, ruled by one committee, and have CEDH ruled by another committee when it comes to ban lists. That's been tough. That's been the tough part. I like playing games online a lot. It's tough when people are hardcore with power levels and CEDH levels and having a defined line, a definitive line. Like I think CEDH needs to become its own independent format from Commander. If that makes sense. Hot take: CEDH is just a Canadian lander for people who hate Canadian. Jeez. Well, funny. Funny. All right. Sorry, I'm taking out classic sleeves. Yeah, so like the bans don't like it sucks because a lot of people lost value in the cards. People lost a lot of value in the cards, but when people play fast mana like that, like turn 1, you're like, oh crap, now we know who's got the game. Public enemy number 1. It takes out that. So there's a fun factor that they're trying to protect, but I think if people were smart about it, they would just create CEDH as its own format now. Not like CEDH kind of is its own format, but it needs to be sanctioned differently. Because Primeval Titan should be fun to play. Excuse me. Primeval Titan should be legal in CEDH. In Commander, I see where they struggle with having Primeval Titan there. All right. I need Lightning Greaves. Can't believe I couldn't find a Lightning Greaves at all at the LGS. So, man, that's crazy though. It's crazy. All right. She should have its own list just so they get off combos rather than just Thassa's and Tainted Pact and Demonic Consult. Exactly, Braden. I agree 100%. It needs to be its own format. Lone Rules Committee. One, two, three. All right. I have no idea where to start here. So the removal, how much removal spells do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 removal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, 1, 2. Okay, this removal buzz for enchantments artifacts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 removal. We're about to build a Scarecrow Rendemod deck. That sounds awesome. That sounds way awesome. Okay, so that's removal on a creature. Good creature. All right. All right. I like that. Like that. I'm actually looking through cards. I'm going to take out 2 angels. Not 3. That one stays in there. I just finished building a mono black Maha deck. Nice. Maha. Alright, so we're going to put 2 mana fixers in here because God knows I need them. Lord knows. I'm trying to build this to feel like it's kind of a souped up pre-con, like not because of what I got. Maha. Wanted to feel like a executable pre-con. Yes, I got a Soul Talisman the other day for this deck. Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Expedition Map. I couldn't find any talismans at the shop. It was ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's up, Captain Waffles? Hey, congratulations on your success lately. Whoop, whoop. Don't forget the Dirty Red. What's up? Hold on, if you feel like letting go. Yeah. I'm just about to start filming a video. Nice. I just sent you links. No. I honestly think you filmed the right kind of video in the right time when it was most relevant. That's what boosted it up because people were searching for that content. So that's awesome. Like, we're going to cover more about the bands on Friday because we have a guest who wants to jump on and debate me, which I don't know why they want to debate. I'm probably the worst debater out there. All right, so I need to find space for all these good things. I can't believe I found this card. I was so excited for Dala. It used to be like a $5 card, or probably still is, but I don't know. So take out Play the Sleep list right now. Put in Path to Exile. Because Path to Exile is worth it. I found only one copy in the store of Path to Exile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Wait till the next video. Wait. All right. So, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 mana fixers. Out of the 9 mana fixtures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cost 1 mana. Traveler's Amulet is a good, cheap budget card for searching for mana, but it's not amazing. It's no expedition map. Soul Talisman, I think will go up in price when people realize it's pretty good for what it is. I thought about that before the bans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Harmelius Sphere. Desecration Demon. Yeah, whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See what dragons we can take out. Hold on. Go film, bud. Hey, hi. You made it.
Yeah, I was messing with my green screen. That's why I'm late.
Ah. You're putting it back up.
Yep.
Why are you putting that back up?
I don't know. Might as well use it since I got it.
The dogs were using it.
Yeah. But it's been washed since. Ain't like I ain't got 2 of them.
Right.
So I can share. And they can too.
That's funny.
I was trying to have a little issues with setting it up to my OBS. Finally got it figured out.
Oh, what's going on?
It wouldn't register.
Oh, well, interesting.
Showing a black screen.
That's not fun.
And Mrs. Hillbilly said, hey.
Hey, Mrs. Hillbilly, what's up?
She said she's glad you're doing okay.
Thank you. Yeah, it still hurts to eat.
Ooh, I bet. Gotta eat some of that soft food.
Yep. Well, until the 14th of October, I cannot eat anything crunchy or sticky.
Ooh.
Yep, it's because on the 14th I got another appointment to get my temporary tooth replaced with a permanent tooth.
All right.
Yeah. 6, 4, 4. We're gonna take out Spot of Mayhem. We're gonna put Airgast Erupting Nullkite in for the 6/6 because I want some big beaters come out in the battlefield. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. The demons are few, but they're good. All right. Trying to figure this out. My Pestilence Demon. Overseer of the Damned. When Overseer of the Damned enters the battlefield, you may destroy a target creature. Whenever a non-token creature an opponent controls dies, create a tap 2/2 black summon creature token. Alright. All right, we're going to take out Desecration Demon. So you had a good day at all here, Hillbilly?
Yeah, I had a pretty good day.
Yeah, streamed good.
Yep.
Yeah. How many lines I got in this deck? Got all these cards that fit in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. All right. See the non-basics I got floating in here.
I think I look better on this face cam than I do that cheap camera.
Well, probably. I believe in you.
You heard Captain Waffles is beating us in subs, didn't you?
Yeah, he's now at 700 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you make why don't you make a video?
Yeah, I need to.
You need to.
Make a
I mean,
bunch of shorts.
people are talking about the bans in Commander, and I'm like, well, that doesn't really affect Hillbilly at all.
No. I ain't got none of the cards.
All right. All right. I see those lands. What happened to the white lands I had out? Oh no, I'm missing white lands. Oh! So yeah, so I'm trying to figure this out.
What deck you working on?
KAALIA of the Vast.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I don't know where I put her to show you. Took those out. Took those out.
I know her.
All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a deck count because I just found cards in the sleeves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. Ooh. Oh, Tactical Pasta. What's up? What tips do you have for adding lands in? Well, I try to take 37 lands and I go off the 2 colors I'm working off the most. Like right now, KAALIA is stronger in black and white, so I have more black and white lands than I do black and red lands. Oh, I have black and white lands more than I do red lands because I can search for those with my spells, so I guarantee to get the most colored lands I need first. All right, now, all right, where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 6, 57. 7, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 62. I'm one card shy, right?
Yep.
All right, let's see. No, that's right. That's exactly right. That's the amount of. So I do got board wipes in the deck right now. Final showdown. Necromantic selection. Crux of Fate. Damn. Rokai's Wrath. All right, so I do got board wipes in the deck, built-in, pre-installed. Whoop whoop. I need lining greaves.
That got banned.
Lining greaves didn't get banned.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
Come on, the vest. KAALIA of the Vast.
I mean, if I did have those cards, I wouldn't care if they got banned. As long as the table didn't care, I wouldn't care.
People are mad because of the value they just lost. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what they're feeling salty about.
But they're still playable cards if the table's all right with it.
Yeah, if the table's all right with it, or well, I think CEDH needs to become its own format so they're legal.
Yep.
All right, see. Where did KAALIA disappear to? Not here. Not under there. I swear I lost my commander.
I took it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Travel a few hundred miles away just to take my KAALIA.
Yep.
There we go. KAALIA the Vast.
That's pretty.
That's pretty. Pretty. Darkmaster, heyo! Let's go do the great SFD. It's the great Darkmaster. Tactical Pesto. Hey, y'all sound like you from the South. Well, one of us is. One of us is from the South. The deep South. The hillbilly. I'm from the Centrals.
Yeah, I'm over here in Kentucky.
Kentucky. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yep.
That's the hillbilly for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, I try to get him to drop his accent, but he just won't.
That's easier said than done.
I'm like, come on, talk like a New Yorker.
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't like the New York accent.
No.
Especially after driving up there. Ooh.
Trucking. You play
Yeah.
with the outlaw set, yep.
I remember one time when I drove a truck up there in New York, had to back into the dock. Dock was underneath the dang gone building.
Jeez, it sounds horrible.
It was. On one side of the truck, you see a wall. On the other side of the truck, you see a wall.
Dark Master poems. Dark Master says he sounds like him from Jersey. From Jersey. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my cheap camera for cracking packs now.
Yeah. Yeah. Dark Master edits. I'm from the South. You're just all over the place, Dark Master. Dark Master travels. Yeah. Having too much fun. He's having too much fun. All right. Why don't you draw spells? Draw spells. How many likes now? Is all the Dark Master accounts the same person? Think so. 11 likes. Whoop whoop. Dun 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 dun. All right, I need to fit.
12 likes.
Well, one was me. 13 now. Holy cow.
$14.
Jeez. Racing to the top. All right, so I need. And whenever a Master Cruelties attacks a player that isn't blocked, plays life total becomes 1. Master Cruelties has no combat damage, just combat. Alright. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11. 11. Alright. I need. Looking at the dragons. Like, can you believe this card was only $1, Hillbilly?
Wow.
Yeah. I was surprised when I got it. Like, this was one of the Modern Master 3 cards that people were hyping up.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah.
This Hillbilly says you got that art card.
You got the art card. Whoop whoop. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Whenever Dragonhawk enters the battlefield or attacks, exile the top X card to lever. Alright.
I don't know what art card she got and what's the one she ain't got.
Attacks look at the top 7 card of your library. You may cast an instant sorcery spell. And have value less than or equal to the result of its power from among them without paying its mana cost. Put the rest of the bottom of your library in order. Alright. What to do? Probably take that out. Improvise. Probably take that out. Oh, interesting. Alright. So, 2 dragons we could take out. Their power level smaller. Time capsule. Time capsule. Time. Time capsule is amazing. Dark Master is 2. So is Tactical Pesto. And that yummy, delicious stew. Yeah. Oh, shucks. That's right. Yeah. Right. So I need lightning grease for this deck, but Lava Spur Boots is the closest thing I got. Here's a weird thing, Hillbilly.
Yo.
Lava Spur Boots, the place I got it from, the foil version was just the same price as a non-foil version. So
Huh.
I got the foil version.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You'd think that wouldn't be the same price.
Yeah, it was weird. Everyone have a great night. Going back to streaming myself. Need those watch hours. Get those watch hours, Dark Master. Thank you for stopping by.
See you in Dark Mass.
Roar! Right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. All right. All right. Excuse me. Gotta try to figure this out. Yeah, I heard the tactical grenade. Now you heard the tactical pesto. All right. Pestocini. Hillbilly's awesome.
It tried to be.
They try to be. All right. Where did I put those cards? Doo-da, doo-da. Where did I put those cards? Doo-da, doo. Doo-da-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. All right. Let's see. How much real estate you taking out of 62 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 out of 62. That is 20, 40, 60. So that is 30%. Percent dragons. Oh, my Lord. How dare you, Hillbilly?
What?
Let my dragons, angels, and demons be 30% of the deck. Let's see. I had those cards in my hand. So I want to fit 3 cards in deck because those are going to fix the lands over there. I have 37 core. That's my tried and true value of lands in the deck. 37. All right, 37. Another card I got today, Hillbilly. It's from one of your favorite sets. It's Bedevil from the Prosperity treatment.
Nice.
This is the only version of Bedevil they had, but it was $1.
Ain't bad.
Not bad at all. All right, so I want to fit 3 cards in this deck. Oh, it's a side loader. some tricks up my sleeve. This card's nasty. I bet you can't wait for me to play this against you.
Rakdos Return.
Yeah, so for a red, black, and X, I can do X damage to target player, and that player discards X cards from their hand.
Oh, evil.
Evil. Evil.
I need to make some kind of counter deck.
Put Rakdos Return in there. Oh.
How's this card look?
How does that card look?
Yeah.
Grainy.
This is cheap camera. But you can read it though.
Nah, the only thing I can read on that card is Valley Flamecaller and the mana cost, and everything else is blah. Yeah. It's not the focus, it's a grain.
Yeah. Which those settings on this cheap camera, but it ain't. I can do it like that.
Nah, it's probably just a good time to invest in a new camera. That's not cheap. That's cheap.
Right.
Jolly Gerbils.
You read that.
Whenever you give a gift, draw a card. I barely read it, but I should be able to read it flat, not
Right.
cockeyed like that. Feed the cycle.
They're looking better.
It's looking all right. Bellowing Choir.
Frog.
Kindle Spark Duo. Cinderling Cutthroat. Yeah. That good. Ooh, 3 Tree Root Reaver. Roughshod Duo. Daggerfang Duo. Crumb and Get It. Bottomspot Warden. Which one was it rare?
I don't think this had a rare.
Was that a pack you just opened?
Nope.
It's probably took out the rare and set it aside or something. Pretty high core. 37 seems to do right. When we play against each other, you don't see me having issues getting lands. There's a rare.
Yeah, it's 13 cards here.
13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You go back to yourself.
All right. Move. Oh, look at that face. Hurry, change it before the camera breaks. There you go. Today. No kidding. Pretty high from you. You're right. See, I traded some old cards in. I was able to get this Planeswalker. That was classic.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Corey, Blue Bros been good for you. Got a foil Maha showcase in the collector booster sample from the Xena EDH deck. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Let's pretty spicy. Pretty spicy! Core, you're going nuts. You're going nuts over there with Bloomburrow. Alright. Don't want to take away from that.
I'm not going to open a pack of cards tomorrow.
You're not?
Nope.
Why is that?
I'm one short.
One short.
Yep.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I do believe I am. Let's see. We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 packs.
Ooh.
I need 5.
What happened to all the packs?
Yeah, they've been opened on your stream.
Oh, my life. Where is this gone to?
We opened one at night. So
Yeah, that's true. We did.
that's where that 1 pack went.
Yeah, it's because James talked you into howdy, MTG Game and Bob. All right. There's some decent removal in here. Just trying to figure this out. So, I could probably take this angel out as much as I want to. Ours is a big 6/3 butt, so a big 6/3 creature. I don't want to take her out. That's good for plane cycling. Maybe take that out because you can't really get it back from your hand graveyard. No. Plane cycling for sure. For the Fabrizzle. Alright. So yeah, Fire Main Angel. I'll put it in there. I'll put this in the deck. Only because of the Ravnica feels of it. Put in Bedevil. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Might take out Rite of Oblivion for Ruinous Ultimatum. Board wipes. Alright. Board wipes. For board wipes, we got Ruinous Ultimatum, Final Showdown, Necromantic Selection, Cricks of Fate, Damn, and Kaz Wrath. Oh, heavy casted board wipes. For random cards, we got Rakdos Return and Burial Rites. Yeah. Trying to figure this out. Huh. I don't know where. Out of nowhere. Did I see a command tower in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seriously, no command tower? No command tower in this section here. Thought vessel signets. I don't have any. I don't have thought vessel. And I don't have all the signets because they're being used up in cube. 1, 2, 3. And I was looking for them at the game shop earlier, card shop earlier, I should say, and they didn't have any. Taking out snow-covered plains. Put in a command tower. Jeez. Command tower needs to be in the deck. As had 4 command towers just sitting right there, doing nothing.
You need a command tower. Let me look around my lands. I might have one.
No, dude, I had 4 sitting right here. I don't know why I didn't have one in the deck.
If there's any kind of anything like that you need, I might have. I just have to look.
Right.
I got a box full of different kinds of lands.
No, I don't have any of the trams. Those were out of my budget. Way out of my budget right now.
I might have some. Those too. I have to look. Looking hard for me.
You're looking
I don't
hard.
mind doing it though.
All right, so, all right. So for got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 mountains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 swamps. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plains. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 swamps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mountains. I'll take out a mountain. And I'm going to take out two swamps. And I'll put in these 3 red-black dual lands. Restless Winds, which is a man land. Dragon Skull Summit. You can go Nomad Outpost if you can't afford Tram. I didn't see the Outpost in the boxes either. All the stuff was newer stuff, and I need to go through the 25-cent bins because that's where they'd be, I'm assuming. Dragon Skull Summit. I need to go through those. I'm going to try to go to the shop Sunday.
MSB.
Michael Superbacker. Break it down. Break it down. Those are added to the deck. I know I have more. So I have 4 red black lands. Yeah, Landscape, Command Tower, Scattered Barrens, Boros Garrison, Boros Guildgate. Ugh. Yuck. Disgusting lands. Disgusting. Alright. Alright. Tanks filled. That's like a chapel. What are you doing, Tortoise? Well, I'm going through my vampire deck that I'm not using and taking out the lands from that. Ew, from flats. Was off Signet. Temple. Vault to the Archangel. I got the Talisman, I got the Soul Ring, got the Signet. Here's a Signet. That was off Signet. There's the land. There's the land. Alright, found black-white lands like crazy. I'm gonna take the doggy for a walk and listen. Have a good one, fellas. Yep, you have a good one. Enjoy the dog walking. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Black white get the hookup.
Here's a pretty island.
Yeah, hold on. That's a pretty island.
It's fully.
Yeah, it is foily. Look at the plains. Look at the plains. The plains. The plains. Yeah. Hillbilly being awesome over there. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2 planes. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. You got the planes.
Phyrexian Swamp, Phyrexian Mountain, Phyrexian Island, Phyrexian Plains.
Ew, snarl. The flats. Temple of Silence. Snow-covered plains. 4. Shadowy Backstreet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to take out this covered plains for Vault to the Archangel. Just chilling, villain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take out a mountain. Bomb. All right. All right. What's Hillbilly doing? All right. I need to take a bathroom break.
I was going through some lands.
All right. All right. I'm going to give you control because I need to go to the bathroom really bad.
So how's everybody been doing tonight? I'm glad I'm glad Super Fast is back. My hair's all curly. I was trying to rain. Every time it rains, my hair gets curly. hoping he should be back for the morning coffee show tomorrow, hopefully. I got so much land, I don't even know what to do with it all. Cool. Ooh, that's a pretty island. That's pretty. This whole box is full of nothing but lands. Did you watch Rudy's videos? Wizards new. They sold us Ixalan that had 0 serialized cards. They sold us pretty mana crypt, like 10 versions, knowing they would ban them in 1 year. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, I ain't got the bans did not really hurt me because I ain't got the cards, but I can understand where the collectors are coming from on the bans because there were some pretty high priced cards and they lost money on it, and I don't blame them, the collectors, for being mad. However, the players, they can still play the cards although they are banned. But if you're in a pod that don't care, then heck, play the cards. Just make it known that those are in your deck and make sure the table is good with it. And then you can play the cards. I agree, Bob. It is betrayal. It feels like betrayal. And it's an unsanctioned format. Why? I don't understand that either. Why they banned something in an unsanctioned format? But it was a committee that did it, and Watsy was behind them and let them do the bans. And I ain't really for it, but I'm not really against it either. But I can understand the viewpoints from each side. %, rule could handle these cards if they are. I agree. I agree 100% on that. I mean, it's just don't make no. It really don't make no sense to me why they mess with it, to be honest. Unless they're trying to split ECDH from Commander. Now, if they're trying to do that, then I can understand. But still, you got collectors out there collecting the cards, and then you put a ban on something, and it hurts the price. By hurting the price, the cards plummet. And by plummeting, that's going to hurt the collectors. Exactly. 20 years. Why ban it now? Man, it don't really make any sense. I mean, it's been around for 20 some odd years. And it should, shouldn't be a problem. I mean, it ain't like the cards rotate. Because the cards don't rotate in Commander. But if they rotate it, I might understand a little bit more, but they don't rotate. So really, I don't I don't see why they would need a ban. Well, I know it does have a lot of people mad, and which I can understand that. I don't know if a bunch of people went to YC or this committee and started crying over the cards being used and all that. 'Cause, you know, sometimes that gets cards banned. But, you know, it's impossible for them to play test every card all the time, especially when multiple sets are dropping so rapidly nowadays. Because heck, it was less than 3 months between Bloomborough and Dustmore. I mean, really, they need to. Then I think in November, Foundations is coming out. I mean, they're dropping left and right. And just according to Arena, Mastery Pass usually drops with every set. And it used to be every 3 months that a set would drop.
Mm-hmm.
Now it seems like every 2 months. In which 2 months ain't even enough time to break a set in.
No, it's not it. Not really. But to answer your question, Gaming Bob, why now? I think the table top people, the RCQ, the rules committee, I think they bad experience playing a game. They got salty about it, so they're like, we need to ban this. Someone can turn one, all this stuff.
But that's CEDH. That's not regular, commander. That's those high power decks.
Yeah. So that's what I honestly think happened. They got a taste of what people have been complaining about anyways. Like what other people complain about. Dr. Dirty Red. I don't blame WotC. I play other formats, so now Commander players feel what all other formats feel. I've felt that way before when I watched my $100 card drop to like $9.
Yep.
In Cube.
I mean, there's two things that hurts Commander: bans and reprints.
Yeah, reprints. They hurt prices.
Reprints was only on the collectible side. But bans, they hurt all across the board because you can't play those cards unless you're playing at a friendly table that don't care.
Right. Which I'm going to care about it. Like when I list up games, if I have to, I'll be like, ban list applies.
Yep. Of course, we wouldn't want to play against those cards anyway, our pod, because the simple fact is we don't play those high power decks.
No, we don't. Actually, I think WotC just allowed the RC to create a problem for WotC to fix. I suspect new Savior cards to get created to push sales for new sets. Mark my words. Probably.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it one bit. Because they'll probably come back with something, the same card, different name. Might be a little something different, but pretty much the same as those cards that they got banned.
Right.
That's why they do it. And it'll probably be in commander decks, so then you have to buy a commander deck if you can't get the single, and disassemble the commander deck just for that card.
Right. People are now pushing for Soul Ring to be banned.
Soul Ring, that would shut every commander deck down.
Wouldn't shut every commander deck down. It's just they're like, why not Soul Ring? Why didn't Soul Ring get the banned? That's turn 1/2 mana.
Yeah, but Soul Ring is in every commander deck that's out there, especially all your precons.
Yeah, Game and Bob. These bans did not make much sense. It didn't make much sense to me because they've been around for years.
Yeah.
They've been around for years. These cards, except Jeweled Lotus has been around a couple of years, but like Mana Crypt's been around for years. Why all of a sudden that?
It's kind of a good thing that you sold yours super fast.
Sold mine.
Yeah, your Jeweled Lotus.
Oh yeah, I just don't think that card should have ever been made.
Yeah. I remember you had one, you sold it. Didn't get what you wanted out of it, but still you got rid of it. You got something you wanted. Well, that's a good thing.
Dr. Dirty Red says, you guys would really freak to ban Soul Ring. Not really. Soul Ring's not in all my decks.
It's in all my precons.
It's in all the
That's
precons, yes.
That's only because that's what they were in it when I bought them.
So Soul Ring's actually a bigger problem. People are like, why didn't they ban, like, they banned all these fast mana things. Why didn't they ban Soul Ring? Partially, parts of me wants to believe that since Soul Ring is not Game Nights, Command Zone's main logo, their logo and intro, they're not going to get rid of it.
Right.
Mana Vault's still legal. Your silver deck, yeah. See, my 5-color deck doesn't have a Soul Ring in it because it doesn't help out with the deck at all. It's more the lands.
Yeah, but you go out here and you buy a precon, I guarantee it's going to have a Soul Ring in it.
Josh Lequai just quit the Commander Advisor Group tonight. Oh, wow.
Wow.
I haven't heard anything on that.
I haven't either. Huh. Well.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think people are overreacting.
I do too.
Like people went out, bought these cards because they were expensive, and they're like, "Oh, I'll improve my deck." But I think the ban's a good thing on one end, but not for the market.
Right. And you never know that Watson could always unban cards too. They have done it in the past.
Yeah, they need to unban cards. They should have unbanned cards in this whole thing too.
Yep.
You're right, MTG Game and Bob. The whole thing is a mess. The whole thing is a mess. I don't feel people are overreacting. This is a collectible card game. Unbanning these will cause a bigger stink. Yeah, it would. Yeah. Huh. Well, you can think that way for sure.
It could.
Like people burning their own cards, trashing them, tearing them up. Yeah. I mean, if they feel so strongly about it, they should go protest in the front gates of WotC or the Rules Committee building. Yeah, I know that for sure, Bob. You stopped collecting 2 years ago since the Fireside Chat totally destroyed your faith in the collectible aspect of the game.
Yep. I only collect cards to play the game, but other than that, I don't really collect them.
Oh my lord. This deck needs better shuffling. I get that.
Although I do crack packs, but that's just because I enjoy the art.
Well, I collect game pieces, and when I find it cheap, I go for it.
Yep.
I was starting to soften with new leadership. This just pushed me back into the no buying comp. Yep, I understand I don't have a stake in this banning. Yeah. Like I had Dockside Extortionist and Nadu in decks. Now I gotta take them out.
Dang. That's right. You do have some of those cards.
Let's do them. I don't have. I sold the Jeweled Lotus because Jeweled Lotus should never have been a card. Should have never been a Magic card.
Yep. I don't think the One Ring should have been a card.
Yeah. They should have put some downside to it, but they said we don't think people would play if there was downside to it. Well, there's downside to it in the story. When's the last time you even played a game of Commander Raids?
Me?
Anybody? MTG game?
It's been a while since I played a game.
Yeah, it's been a long time. That's the knowledge of decks put on the internet. Game Bob. Look, if they're cheap enough, I'll buy a Mana Crypt. Still, I have a place to put it.
Yep.
It's a cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop with me. I haven't played Commander Raids in a while. I'm thinking about dismantling my Commander Raids deck.
It's been a while since I played.
Couple months been playing with Ursula Return Illuminators. Oh, you've been really enjoying the Lorcana.
Lorcana.
Yeah. Lorcana. Yeah, down to play some Commander Raids. Oh, yeah. Play some this weekend if I want. If I'm not busy this weekend. See, my weekend persists of Sunday. That's Saturday. I could probably do it. So my weekend is with the wife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, finally a playable hand. Play a swamp for turn and tap. Play Soul Scout Birds tap, gain a life. Alright, my deck's not shuffled well. Ping damage. Yeah. Isolated Chapel. That's horrible. That was not shuffled well. Buying and sending you a Volgaroth for that deck, that'd be sweet. I would not be down for that. But yeah, we'll try playing Commander Grades game Saturday. Saturday we can try. If you're available Saturday, we'll try do a Commander Raids game. So I really don't want to tear apart my Commander Raids deck, but when I'm playing Commander Raids, I'm not doing amazing. Like, it's a fun deck. It's there to support everybody else. So, like, keep getting one land hands. This has 37 lands, 62 cards in it. The land ratio should be at least 3. Oh, hello. Hello. I didn't hear the boop. Hey, bud.
What's up?
Hey. It's nice to see you. Sorry. Actually, I'm just playing around with my deck right now, so we can just show all our faces.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You're quiet. Are you on your mic?
Let me see. Maybe I need to change it. My settings. No? I have the right mic. How about now?
There you go.
Perfect.
Okay, my mic volume was down for some reason.
Well, welcome
This
to the
video,
show.
this video that I'm making is going to be so terrible. Like, as far as like just, it's so terrible that it's good. Like, oh my gosh! Like, I just finished before I jumped on. I just finished recording the theme song, and it's me singing. So you're gonna get a kick out of it because it's terrible.
All right, that'd be awesome. I mean, you jumped up. And
I went the cheesiest way possible to make it bad. Like, that was the whole point. It's just supposed to be so bad but funny.
Yeah, I tried that before with a Pokemon parody.
Pokemon's just bad in general.
No, I like that. I don't remember the lyrics right now, but I used to sing a Magic the Gathering song based off Pokemon's theme song. I recorded the first part of the song, and it was bad. It was bad.
So there's a video before the one that I did the other day that got tons of views. There's a video that I have that has like, I think it's like 6,000 or 7,000 views, but I did it like 7 or 8 years ago about fantasy football.
Uh-huh.
And in the beginning, I'm doing like a little jingle where it's like fantasy football for dummies or for newbies or something like that. But it's like, it's just so bad. But that one has gotten so many views because it talks about like scoring and stuff for football.
Nice.
Well, people do like it when we make fools of ourselves.
Oh, I know.
You'd be perfect for our new card shop here in town, Coulee's Games, because like they just do Magic the Gathering as like and Arcana. Their card games are their trading card game section is like a third of the store. Everything else is sports cards and stuff like that.
Cool.
I'm not big into sports cards, but I like sports.
Well, right now they're like they like all day they have like the sports channel up so you can watch sports while you're in the show in the store. And they speculate on they were speculating on I can't remember this one lady who plays basketball for Iowa State or did and now it's bigger.
Caitlin Clark.
Yes, Caitlin Clark. They're speculating on her card because how well she's doing her rookie.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. It's interesting because, like, it's kind of weird being in a trading card store. So I'm used to gaming stores where there's like board games and stuff on the walls. Here, there's no board games. It's just Magic, Gathering, Arcana, and some other stuff on one end, and everything else is sports card related.
Well, my LGS.
So I was gonna wait until this weekend to post this video, but if I can get it edited, it's gonna air tomorrow morning.
Cool.
Nice. I mean, you had such a positive response after your little ban announcement video.
Yeah, Yeah, I was surprised at that. I also went out today and got my 500 sub giveaway, which is this right here.
Ooh,
Woo! I'm gonna win that
nice.
too. I'm gonna win the Shelly and that deck.
So yeah, I got that video to make right now too, to post up, and that way people can enter into the giveaway.
7. Yeah,
Cool.
I believe that. All right. Play Gilgate tapped.
Yeah, once you get monetized, at the waffles, you'll be able to get memberships.
Well, I gotta get, so I can do memberships already once I get the view time. I'm short on view time. I have the sub count and the other stuff. It's just you have to have a certain amount of view time as well. And because this happens so quickly, it's like, hey, you're not caught up on view time yet. And it's like, yep.
Right.
Yeah, but see, by me streaming twice today, that's probably the reason I didn't need the view time.
Well, yeah, like also too, like building up to the 500 subscribers, streaming so much that you were like, you already had tons of view time already. It was just getting to the 500 for you. Whereas like it's in the reverse for me now. It's like I'm already at the 500, but I got to get the view time.
Right. You can do the view time.
Oh yeah, you'll get it.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not worried about it.
I think the thing that helped you the most with your sub count, and this is my personal thoughts, is I think that you made the right video at the right time.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
So
I just didn't expect the response that I got. Like, I mean, there was a negative comment thrown in. Some guy was telling me like, he put in there saying Watsy didn't do this. I'm not watching your video because of clickbait and this and that, but yet you leave a comment, which I thought was hilarious.
Right.
And then he puts in there to do better. And so I responded to the comment and said, if you understand how all of this works, Watsy does actually have a part in this because Watsy communicates with the rules committee, and they have actually, their information actually came out that they were in talks in over a year to do this.
Right.
So it's not like they decided it 2 weeks ago and said, okay, we're pulling the trigger. No, they've been talking about it for over a year. And so it's just, I think it came to the realization that a lot of people are talking about, that because they knew about it, Watsy was trying to push all this product out and get rid of it before the bannings happened, and it had no value to it.
Right.
Right. So there's a lot of mess in it.
Oh, there's a lot of theories and thoughts behind what actually happened behind all this. I mean,
right.
In the end, I feel like with Rule 0, you can just decide, you know what, we're still going to play our Jeweled Lotus. We're still going to play Dockside. We're still going to play all of this. Like, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. Well, like when I play games, I'm going to follow the ban list on my channel. But, like, I'm not going to care if it's real life 1v1 or play real life. The reason why I'm going to follow it on my channel is because I have a hard time keeping up with competitive decks, and that's what those cards did, made them competitive. But I'm confused more than anything about the ban, because like Mana Crypt's been out for like 20 years or so.
Yeah, they literally, when they spoiled it in the Ixalan special guest thing, they legit said Commander staple. Like, they even knew it's very, I mean, yeah, it's still used in Vintage, but the main format that it's been used in is Commander. Just like when you ban a card like Jeweled Lotus that was specifically created for the Commander format, and now you can't play it in the only format it was made for. Like, this is dumb.
Yeah,
I understand, Bob. It does matter to the people who spent millions. Absolutely, I'm not taking away from that fact when I say it doesn't matter. What I'm referring to is the fact that this committee decides what we get to play and what we don't. it's ridiculous how it impacted the secondary market so badly, and it left a sour taste in everyone's mouth. And I know there's a lot of people very upset with Wizards and don't want to buy their product, and I get it.
Right. I mean, look, and I told someone I thought this was great news when they came out with it. The only reason why I said it's great news is because people were going to bank off the media of it, the multimedia of what they're going to say, share their thoughts, their opinions, you know. Because really, it's not great news. This one guy wants to come on the Friday show and debate it, but I'm like, there's nothing really to debate.
Well, so I am somebody who can look at both sides, and I understand the reasoning behind people saying, well, fast mana is a problem, and this and that. Okay, fast mana is a problem, then you guys only got 10% of the fast mana, because Soul Ring should be banned, Mox Diamond should be banned, Mox Opal should be banned, Mana Vault, Grim Monolith, like the list goes on, right?
Like Soul Ring.
And so, I mean, there's so many cards, and then if you think of Dockside, right? A lot of people complain about Dockside. It's like, oh, it makes tons of treasure tokens. Okay, but do you realize that Dockside is actually a catch-up card? Because if your opponents are playing tons of mana rocks, Dockside evens the playing field and gives you mana as a one-time spend to catch up with them. So that's why I'm like, I get that there's cute little tricks with Dockside to like bounce and tons of treasure tokens and do shenanigans, but a lot of cards have that ability, not just Dockside. So and yes, Metalworker is another one. That's why I felt like the bans were so arbitrary, because they were like, we're gonna pick and choose these 4 cards for these actual things, but we're not going to ban the rest of the cards that fall into this category. Like,
there's too many cards. There's so many fast mana cards. Like, it feels oddly specific that was those 4 cards. When there's an infinite combo with Mana Vault, the one that pay 4 mana and tap, there's an infinite combo with that. So,
yeah, I think it's like with Voltaic Key and something else, or I can't remember exactly, but yeah. And then on top of that, okay, let's look at Dockside, right? Making tons of treasure tokens. What about Smothering Tithe? Why is that not getting touched? And then along the same lines of Smothering Tithe, why isn't Rhystic Study getting touched? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if you want to talk about taking cards out that are quote unquote speeding up the game or smoothing out draws, like how they're talking about, oh, you can play, your commander, some of these commanders out on turn 2 that are 5 or 6 mana that refill your hand. Rhystic Study refills your hand. Who's going to sit there in the early games and go, pay the one? So that's why I don't understand the reason. The reasoning is half-ass, in my opinion.
It's just, and like there was no thing saying, hey, these are on the watch list, because they used to just do that where they'd be like, these cards are on the watch list, but they didn't do it. They just straight up came up and said these are banned, and people's wallets.
Exactly, Bob. Exactly. I was reading something earlier about that too, where you have to remember WotC is a company, and so they quote unquote banned these expensive cards that they can't keep reprinting over and over and over. And now that, like he says, RC created a problem for them to fix, they go, okay, well, you guys lost those cards, so we're going to make the new Mana Crypts or the new Lotus Blooms or the new versions of this card to replace those, so that now you have to chase those in the product that's coming out. Absolutely. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the thing that he's talking, like that Bob's mentioning, that is actually happening right now in the upper echelons of Wizards. So I'm not surprised by that at all.
Yeah, they might come out in the Marvel set. You never know.
I thought you were going to say tomorrow's set. I was like, what's tomorrow? Marvel. What did I miss?
Right.
I was talking about the Marvel. You never know what's coming out of those.
And that Marvel thing, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of skeptical on those Marvel cards. One, because I thought that Marvel wasn't coming out until 2025, and I could be wrong. And those say 2024 on the bottom of them, unless those are a secret layer that's coming out before the actual Marvel set. And two, if you look at Captain America, the way the Wooburg symbols are on card, as far as his casting costs, I believe they're off. Yeah, that's another card. The One Ring. The One Ring. Why is that not banned? I mean, they errated it to quote unquote fix it, and it's still a problem. So I mean, and that the reason why they won't ban the One Ring is because the IP licensing with Lord of the Rings, they still need to milk that money. If they ban it, then there's tons of product out there that they can't get rid of.
Don't they hold a Magic Con up there in New York?
You hold some up there.
Because I think these Marvel cards are supposed to be handed out up there in New York.
Yeah, I'm not
sure. I think I read somewhere that there's going to be.
Well, so the one of one ring would not lose as much value. Like, take for example with these cards that got banned in Commander, right? The variants of Mana Crypt, some of them are actually climbing higher in price, which is really weird. I was watching Joey Moss's video the other day. He was talking about how some of the special variants of the Mana Crypts, like the blue one, the green one, and a couple other ones, they're actually going up in value since the banning, not down. Huh. And so the One Ring itself, the one of one serialized, will always probably, and I would say probably, not always, probably retain at least 80% of its value because it is a serialized card. It has that collectability to it versus the playability.
Why are they going to ban it? Modern Commander?
Oh, if they ban the One Ring, it's got to be banned everywhere. There's no way to keep it, in just one format and not the other. I'm pretty sure. I mean, look at Nadu. Nadu got banned in Modern, and then finally they're like, yeah, you got to go in Commander too. I think if you see that it's a problem in Modern and it's a problem in Commander, you might as well just axe it in both. Yeah, that's one thing I thought too, was they were going up in speculation. But the thing is what's the speculation? The unbanning or just the collectability?
Yeah, the only banned card that made me feel a little sad was Nadu, because I just put it in a deck and I haven't been able to play it yet.
Nah, dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care to play a game with you against that Nadu.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I think it's funny they named it that, because now people sit down to play and they're like, nah, dude, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
That bad. Wow.
Sorry, I'm just eating some squash as we're talking. I hope you don't hear
I didn't
that.
mean to come on and hijack your show.
Oh, that's fine. You're fine. It would have been a morning episode any day anyway, so. Like I said, Friday, if someone wants to debate me on why it's not great news.
Uh-oh, here comes a long one from Bob. He goes, here's the thing in my opinion, and then it just stops.
Surprised Dan didn't show up.
He's sitting there clacking away on the keyboard right now.
Mm-hmm. But Dockside Extortionist, I could care less. Dockside Extortionist is only as good as your opponent's mana rocks, and has banned every one of them.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
The people cheering the ban would not have quit the hobby if these cards were not banned.
You want to know the other thing that this banning has done? It has really exposed the toxicity of the Magic community. And not all of it. I'm not saying everyone in the community is toxic. I'm saying it's exposing the toxic side of the community.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people out there who are like thriving in like I'm trying to say joyful and cheerful at the same time. Cheerful. They're cheerful for these people's misfortune of losing so much money on these cards. It's like, what is your problem? Like,
Right.
if the table was turned and it happened to you, you would definitely be salty about it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it's a lot of mass confusion. Like I said, the cards being banned doesn't affect me much, even if I had them. But like I only have 2 of the cards, and they're the lower end cards. But like Jeweled Lotus and stuff, people's values just tanked overnight. People are crying. And one thing I noticed is a lot of people in like this Facebook group I'm part of, they only cared about the monetary value of these cards more than it did the playability of the cards. And that's why they're complaining. That's why they're crying. They're showing.
Well, I mean, it opens up a whole other debate too. With the reserve list and the newer cards and store of value and all this other stuff. And it's a very, very long road to go down, but I don't want to go too far down it, but I'm just going to point out that the way that Wizards has been doing business for the last 10 years is you have to understand that unless it is a super rare variant or like a 1-of-1 version or something like that, the store of value is going to be much lower because of the possibility of reprint. So in my personal opinion, and this is my personal opinion, not a fact or anything like that, if you want to invest in Magic, invest in things that will retain store of value, like reserve list cards, like dual lands, and other cards that will not and cannot be reprinted unless the reserve list is abolished. Now, not every reserve list card is worth a ton of money. So you have to pick and choose. Are you going to invest into dual lands? Because dual lands, power 9, a lot of those, they retain their value. Yes, they go up and down with the markets, but over the course of the years, they generally, you generally see return on your value if you bought them, let's say 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
Right. Game and Bob.
Oh, I'd love to hear his side of things.
Good evening. Can you guys hear me? Sorry,
Yeah, we
I
can
don't
hear
have
you.
an avatar or anything up. This was too impromptu. First of all, I think a lot of people might be getting the wrong impression about me. I don't really have a pony in this race per se. I did put Docs. I have Dockside, a couple of them. I don't know. I have a couple of Jeweled Lotus, a couple of Mana Vaults. I'm sorry, Mana Crypts. I actually don't have any Mana Vaults, but I have opened 2 Mana Crypts, strangely enough. But I sympathize with the folks that lost. This is a collectible card game. I don't believe those cards were affecting a large number of players in being played, but it affected all of the players who own those cards to have this ban. We looked at the numbers and covered it. I don't remember if it was on show or behind the scenes this past weekend, and it was a surprisingly low number of decks that any of these 3 cards are in. Jeweled Lotus was only in, was it 6 or 8% of decks? It's not usable in most commander decks. Any commander that's multicolored, it's not that useful. Right? It just really isn't. And most people play a 3 or 4 mana multicolored commander to begin with. Right? So it might save you 1 mana. It's not really that big of a boost. It is if you happen to pull it out of your 99 and happen to combo it with some other fast mana. Jeweled Lotus only casts the commander. Now, the Mana Crypt is a little more powerful, but it's balanced with the damage and has been I don't remember when the first EDH came out. I was surprised when I was talking. We had Gavin Dugan on our show. He was the co-founder of Commander, and he's on the Commander Rules Committee. And I think he said that they were playing it like back in 1999. So it's been around for a very long time. But Mana Crypt came out in like 1993.
Right.
To do it all of a sudden, it was the highest dollar value reprintable card in the entire Magic library. It is very strange that they target just these. They threw Nadu in there almost as one-off. It's almost a weird one. That's like the one that doesn't fit in this. There are so many degenerate commanders. Are you going to tell me that Nadu's more degenerate than Turgid? Get out of here.
Turgid's the one I'm worried about the most.
What about Tulane? I can't say how many times I've been targeted playing my hug deck with Tulane as the commander the second they see that he's my commander. I mean, we could go on and on and on about the salty, degenerate commanders that are available out there.
Mm-hmm.
So Nadu being banned from commander, I was like, okay, that's a head scratcher. There's plenty of degenerates out there. The Mana Vault really bothers me, especially that they had to acknowledge that, oh, well, by this standard, Sol Ring should have been banned, but it's the iconic card of Commander. Get out of here. Sol Ring was around long before Commander. And if you want to say iconic, I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking Command Tower, Arcane Signet,
Right.
Jeweled Lotus, things that are specific to Commander. They were made specifically for Commander. And everybody says, oh, Sol Ring's in every deck. Well, but so is Command Tower. So is Arcane Signet. They're in every precon. So get out of here. That logic doesn't hold any water either. Sol Ring is in something like 70 or 80% of all decks.
Yeah,
like not just the precons. Like,
I mean, it's in literally every precon too.
It's in every precon, but what I'm saying is it's in so many more decks that it's actually a much larger problem as a whole for fast mana, because everybody has access and it's in so many more decks. So to ban a card that's in 6% of decks, even Mana Crypt was only in 11% of decks that it's eligible in, and Dockside Extortionist was only in 16% of eligible decks, meaning red decks. So all three of these cards that are super problematic aren't even in as many decks as the One Ring, but that didn't get banned. So it's like you're targeting these because you're saying they're problematic, and they came out, but they also happen to be the most expensive cards out there. Not only that, you just pushed 2 premium products with those cards. I thought it was weird when they put Mana Crypt in Ixalan. I'm like, why the hell is Mana Crypt in a standard set? That makes no sense. I said it last year a couple times. I think I said it on air. So I think that there's a lot more nefarious going on here. Like WotC is absolutely, like you said, Captain, they're absolutely involved with this decision. Probably had to bless the Commander Rules Committee to be able to publish this, like according to their timetables, right?
Right.
And I get it.
I mean, look, what two packs were in Festival of the Box? The festival box. It was,
what's funny?
Collector booster. I think they're off. Booster, collector booster.
I think they're off a little by timing. I just got a text while we were on the show here from my buddy at Costco, and they have Commander Master packs in the Costco promo box with the Commander decks at the promo little sealed thing. I was like, that's funny. Like little misfire.
Those have actually been out for about a month now.
So it's very disingenuous. And why they haven't banned the One Ring? Because it's an evergreen set, or it's not technically an evergreen. I think Chris Cox said that they're going to treat it like an evergreen set. It's going to have a very long tail in their quarterly statement, and that it basically means that they're going to continue printing this until they run out of their license in 2025. But that doesn't mean when they're going to ban it, because after they get finished printing it, they're going to have excess in their warehouses, and they're going to have to get rid of it first. So I think that we'll see like 2026 probably. We'll see a ban coming for the One Ring.
Right.
Because it's problematic everywhere that it is. It's prolific. It's like in 46% of decks on EDH Rec. So it was very enlightening what my channel partner pointed out. And it makes absolutely no sense to me that they targeted these 3 very high dollar value cards, very sought after, very pushed cards that push sales and sets, And it feels like they're creating drama, creating news, creating a problem for WotC to come along and fix for the users out there and create a new mana rock that's going to push some other high dollar set, some Marvel set, some Infinity Gauntlet, some, you know, garbage coming up in one of these universes beyond IPs that they're saying, hey, you gave Lord of the Rings the One Ring, which is super popular. What are you going to give us? And I think that they're like, whatever it is, we don't know. Rudy doesn't know. I'll put it like my channel partner, Pat, made a 1 minute short, my favorite YouTube video in all of Magic. He goes, nobody knows. We don't know spit. Like Rudy doesn't know. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. So we don't know what their plans are. And clearly Josh Lee Kwai didn't even know that they were going to announce this. And he flat out said that he was caught by surprise and they didn't involve him in the announcement, in the decision. He was completely flat footed. And then people are sending him death threats. And like, I feel bad for the guy. And then that's why he didn't say why he quit, but I'm going to piece it together and say that's probably why he just quit the Commander Advisory Group tonight.
I thought they wouldn't ban a card without everybody consenting to the ban.
Well, he's not on the rules committee.
Well, no,
he's on the advisory group.
Olivia on the rules committee, she was actually against the bans, and she was the one receiving the most death threats. And because of that, they actually came out and made a statement saying, hey, first of all, everyone needs to chill out. Second of all, like, before you guys start sending anything to anybody, understand who was actually for this banning and who was against this banning. And the person you're sending the most death threats to was actually standing up for you guys. So, like, chill out.
That depends on who you're asking, because there was some. God, I have to watch my tongue when I'm on this show. There was some bunghole that was on another channel I had to leave because he was just obviously trolling, but taking delight. And it's really the reason I popped on here, because you said people shouldn't be taking joy in people just having lost millions of dollars. That's what I'm so upset for. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, if all of I don't sell cards, so all of my products go to zero, right? And I have a significant sum of Magic cards, and I don't plan on ever selling them. My daughter could worry about that. It's too much of a headache to me to honestly try to figure it all out. At any rate, so I lost zero, right? I'm not selling the cards. I give away cards, but I don't sell them. My financial position is, I'm not trying to flex, but it makes this super insignificant to me, right? But that doesn't make the feel bads out there, for everybody here that is as laissez-faire about it as possible, understand that person who just saved up $1,500 and sent in his order to get his fancy spants, Mana Crypt and Jeweled Lotus in this last month, or are in the mail, right? Or just traded for it, right? These people just got burned on a card that hasn't been banned for 20 years. Like, that's insane. Or a card that was specifically and only used in the Commander format. That's like, to say that these people were idiots, that's just super short-sighted and insensitive.
Yeah. Well, it also feels deceptive in a way because the card felt safe as an investment.
A lot of people didn't even buy them as investments. They bought them as bling for their decks.
Right.
And they just took it in the pooper, They just,
I mean,
like,
I'm like you, Bob. I was fortunate enough to open mine and not have to buy them, so it really doesn't hurt me that much either. Because I got lucky, and I think I bought an Ixalan gift bundle for fun, and I pulled my Mana Crypt out of it, and I was like, "Oh, cool, I'm good now." Like, you know what I mean? So to me, I didn't spend a bunch of money on these. But I have spent money on cards before, so I can understand, like, going out and spending your hard-earned money to buy something that you really want, and then it goes to zero, and it's like, that's a terrible feeling.
It feels very underhanded. It feels very like they knew a year ago, clearly. Like, looking at the pattern now, it's just like clicked as soon as it happened. Like, oh, well, that makes sense why they put Mana Crypt in a standard set. A standard set, folks. Like the Jeweled Lotus, you know, maybe they wouldn't have known. Who knows? You know, in a Commander Master set, that makes total sense that you would have Jeweled Lotus in it. But it made absolutely no sense last year when they tacked on Mana Crypt into, which also makes me shake my head. Why did they also put Cavern of Souls in there? Like, it just made no sense whatsoever with what they tacked on to Ixalan to me. So I don't know why they would ban Cavern of Souls, but like that I would be very suspicious.
No, Cavern of Souls isn't a card to be banned. Cavern of Souls was a reprint that was needed because it's used in Modern and other, you know, like Pioneer and things like that, and it was a fairly expensive card for years.
While I agree with you, I never expected Mana Crypt to get banned.
Yeah.
That
no,
just felt
absolutely
so out of left field. Like I really don't see Jeweled Lotus. I don't like it. I put it in a few decks, tried it with my commanders. So I'm like, this really doesn't help. And when it does help, it's for one turn, and it's usually if I pull it, it's like on the 11th turn where, okay, it reduced my commander tax maybe a little, not really a game changer, and I'm not mulliganing down to like 3 cards to get 2 fast mana to cast my commander on turn 1 or 2.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that was one of the things I heard about
non-factor.
too. Is people had their own like house rules. And I think this adds a lot of factor into why people complain so much about these certain cards, and some of these people that are happy about these cards not being in anymore is because you had stupid rule zeros of like, you can mulligan 5 times before you have to, you know, decide to start putting cards back or start with, you know, whatever. Like I've played with some ridiculous rule zeros. They're dumb. So that doesn't surprise me that people will try to tailor the rules to benefit them in a way to where they can belch out these turn 1, turn 2 wins. But at the same time, like, I think people just, half these people that are happy that it's banned is they couldn't afford them. So they're like, cool.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about ever trying to get one because they're not even viable anymore. But like you said, I know a lot of, like, when you were going through the numbers of how many percentage of decks had these cards in them, I can count on like one hand in my play group of people that have a Jeweled Lotus, a Dockside, or a Mana Crypt. Like, Mana Crypt is probably the most prominent out of those 3. But like Jeweled Lotus and Dockside was hardly ever used in our play group because it's just like there was better cards to put in the 99 or do other things and not worry about playing a Dockside or a Jeweled Lotus.
Right. Well,
I totally agree with that.
I was actually considering saving up for a Jeweled Lotus. Even though I don't agree with the card, but I have a deck that could have used it. You know,
I have it in exactly one deck that I actually
get that bad card in the back out of there.
I have Jeweled Lotus in one deck for my fiance because its commander is Avacyn, right? So that's just, if you don't have Jeweled Lotus in there, you almost never get her out, and it's like it just enables her to be able to even cast her commander, period. And okay, big deal, not really a big deal, but it was not a super impactful card. And if it's for CEDH and somebody's citing these tournaments, I wanted to slap them. Are you kidding me? And a commander tournament? Get out of here. There's no real thing. Like you said, it's a non-sanctioned format, period. People might say they're having tournaments, but they're not real tournaments. You could proxy in them and nobody can kick you out.
Did you watch my video? Is that where you're getting that from?
No.
Oh,
HILLBILLY.
yeah, no,
was
I said that. I said that in the video where it's like,
non-sanctioned.
this is a non-sanctioned casual format. Like, why are we getting so heated over it where we have to ban these cards that, like you said, they're in what, 20% of the decks at most? Like, come on.
I actually have gone round and round with my play group, and my channel partners, which is my play group basically, that I don't think there should be any bans in Commander. Not the Power 9, none of them. That's, I mean, rule 0. That's what it's there for.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you don't like a card or you like a card, hey, we want to add Infinity cards in here, Acorn cards, sure, go for it. You don't want to have Power 9 or dual lands in there, go for it. You don't want to have any card over $100 for the base copy of it, go for it. Like, there's all kinds of rules that you should put that are customized to your play group. That's why it's a casual format. By putting structured rules around it, it takes away from the very nature of being a casual format.
But Commander's
Well, like-
sanctioned at F&M level, isn't it?
No,
No, it's not.
you cannot earn points. It's not sanctioned, period.
And there's no way for them to actually run a tournament with it. It's really, really hard. But like Cube is another one that's a casual format, right? People cube all the time. We used to have a Pauper Cube where it was literally nothing but commons. We had a cube where it was nothing but commons and uncommons. And then we had our Power Cube. I know people who even made like a Commander Cube, which was really wild. But it's like, if you're going to play Cube, same thing. Like, do you want it to be a Power Cube? Do you want it to be a cube that doesn't have the Power 9 but doesn't have actual powerful cards in it? Do you want to make it a block cube where it's everything that's ever been printed in a Ravnica set? Like, I've seen all kinds of different variants. And it's like, why can't that translate into Commander? Why can't you make Commander be what you want it to be?
Yep.
We did.
Michael Superbatter's asking a question.
I'm sorry.
Can I ask a question? It's not sanctioned format. Why do they make Commander decks?
To make money.
People buy them.
You nailed it right on the spot with your thing. Because it sells and makes money. That's why they do it.
Oh, I didn't have comments on. Yeah, no, it's pure. Well, it's not just to make money. They do want to have. They want to support and acknowledge the Commander community.
They do.
Watty does. They do want to sell products, but they do also want to recognize and support a popular player-created format. And it started out very good. And all the Commander decks originally were, $30 or something. And it's gotten almost out of hand now to where, like these collector, what were they? Collector Warhammer 40K that were coming out for
Warhammer
500
40K.
bucks.
I think Fallout also did it.
Their greed has really shown its ugly head.
It's really escalated.
And I think that this move is, in my opinion, somehow, if we could get into the boardroom meetings of WotC, there's something financially motivated about this. It doesn't make sense for them to kill their big cash cow, their products that push their high dollar products, cards that push their high dollar products. It doesn't make sense for them to say, okay, yeah, you guys go ahead and ban that. Like, from just a pure financial sense, from a business sense, there's no way. Think about it. Just think about that for a second. How long has what been around? Commander? Like, as a printed set, I think like 2013 was the first officially printed Commander decks.
It was between 2007 and 2012 when they did the Commander Arsenal.
I'm not familiar with that, but I think the first decks, the Commander decks that they built, were 2013, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it says right here, the Magic the Gathering Commander format was officially released on June 17, 2011, when WotC released the first Commander precons.
Okay, there you go. 11.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but before the precons, they did a Commander's Arsenal. So,
Commander's
Arsenal
however, the format origins date back to 94 when Adam Staley created Elder Dragon Highlander.
But I think they formed, I don't know, I want to say maybe the rules committee was formed in like 99 or 2000, early in the 2000s. I can't remember. I have to go back.
Yeah, it was Sheldon, Toby, and I forget the last person's name. Because I used to be a judge, so I used to hang out with them and play Commander with them.
I love Gavin Dugan. Met him in Vegas. We had him on our show. Super smart guy. We had the opportunity at Vegas. We had the VIP passes to sit in the back room at M30, And Sheldon Menery was in there. I got him to sign my box, and people were all ooh, but he didn't seem to have the most approachable attitude. I'll be honest with you. But Gavin Dugan was all about like just bubbles and wanted to play, and just he's like, "Hey, I've got these plane chase cards. You want to try this format of Command?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Let's sit down and play." While people were cooing over Sheldon, and Gavin is just really, really a tremendous dude. I very much like him. I hope he wasn't one of the ones saying, "Yeah, let's ban these." But if he was, you know, I have to respect that. And I respect the Commander Rules Committee
2012
for trying to keep the format healthy, because they don't have a pony in the race for the financial side of this, right? Other than their personal finances. They don't gain or lose financially based off their decisions. WotC does, players do, collectors do. So their decisions can be, you know, pretty antiseptic. They could be detached from the financial aspects of the game. But you cannot detach finances from the game, no matter how hard you try.
I think that they'll just come out with some new cards to replace them.
That, I mean, it feels
2012
like that's tinfoil hat theory there.
Yeah.
But and I agree with you. I mean, it seems to be the most logical step. If they don't, it doesn't make sense why they would just remove their highest dollar reprint targets from their library, you know, just arbitrarily. And three of them.
Has anybody ever thought about making it or has made
We
their own
did,
format?
Michael Superbacker. It's called Commander Raids, and it's pretty fun. It's PvD.
Oh, yeah.
It is cooperative Commander.
Yeah. I played it. And yeah, I thought
Okay.
about my own format.
We have like 100 different. We encourage people in the Discord to develop the format to their own tastes, and there's 50 different flavors of it already, and we encourage that. You know, we're not like a rules committee. We want it to be a player run format, if you will. We want people to be creative and get excited about playing Magic with their cards they bought and have their own way.
That's why I started pointing down at you.
At the black box down here, yeah.
How did you get it all black box? Isn't it
I
usually like
don't know. I was trying to figure that out earlier. Like, oh shit, it didn't even
It is
give me an
unusual.
option.
He's the void.
It didn't even give me an option for. Oh, I bet it has my camera on. There we go.
Nope.
It's got my fan over my camera. That's why I was like, I don't know how I did that. But no, I mean, I encourage people to try it out. I'm not here to pimp our format. And I even was arguing with my channel partners because we use the ban list as our ban list, but it doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense. There are far more busted cards, one called Collective Voyage, which just about breaks our format.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I don't know if Hillbilly's seen that, but I know super fast you've seen the Collective Voyage go off. Basically, you can give everybody at the table like 14 lands by turn 3.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
remember that.
Pretty busted. More like by turn 2. But at any rate, I thought about leaving Commander Raids. I wanted to have the 4 cards that just got banned legal in Commander Raids, but I got voted down. So,
Oh yeah, the Commander Raids is a fun format. Since I haven't played it in a while, so we can try to play it this weekend because I still got my Rigo deck.
oh, you don't have your. I don't remember who was your commander for your hug deck.
Yeah, it's Rigo, 3 Rise Mentor. I still
Is it?
have it. Yeah, because it has all the super group hug stuff in it.
Anyways, yeah, I won't play my group hug deck if you're playing one. I'll play my elves. Tribal works very well in Commander Raids.
Mm-hmm.
I just play one of my regular decks.
Yeah. At any rate, you know, with these bannings, it feels bad. I think that on the heels of M30, they needed more space to let the Magic audience really. A lot of people with means, with money, like me, are sitting on the sidelines or out. Did you guys watch? Do you guys watch BBD? What the hell? MTG Attitude.
Big box pay. Yeah.
Yeah.
$3 save. Yeah, never.
Actually, that's where I got one of my mana crypts. He sent me, like a Christmas gift with a bunch of different packs, and there was like 3 packs of double masters in there, and I opened a mana crypt. I was like, that's insane.
It's funny you say that. He literally just did like a Mystery Monday this Monday. That he like.
Did you see his announcement
I did a
today?
reaction. Well, I did a reaction video to what he sent me because he calls me back on like the 7th of September. He's like, "Hey, I did a Mystery Monday for you, but please don't air it on your channel yet." I was like, "Okay." And so we're talking, and then I saw the video today, and he's like, "I'm not making any more of them." And I was like, "Oh fuck, I got lucky. I was like one of the last ones."
I have to give him a call. I talk to him from time to time.
Oh yeah, I'm in his text group with him and Editor Jay and Mr. Guy and Tony and all them. Like I get on jerks with them and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Now very few people do I actually make it. BBD actually came out and visited me here in Ohio. He came all the way out. He visited me and Joey Moss, and
yeah, I remember
took
that.
him out for breakfast, and it was a good time. I owe him a trip. I need to go out to the East Coast. There's folks out there I owe a trip to. At any rate, yeah, I mean he vented that sentiment that I was just talking about. That look, had they not banned these cards, nobody was quitting Magic. Sorry, they can flame away and hate Dockside. Dockside and Mana Crypt and Jeweled Lotus was not causing anybody to quit Magic. Like that would be super extreme. But this ban has did you guys watch Rudy? 20 people immediately just quit his Patreon and said, "I'm out. And I don't support you because you're selling Magic." And,
Wow.
yeah, I mean, go watch his video from yesterday and today. And that's just, that's a microcosm, right? Those are the knee-jerk reactions. But there are a lot more, the silent masses out there. Most of the people that have money, first off, all the people I know that have a lot of money, they don't talk about it. They just have money, right? They don't brag. They don't. But it's the same thing. You have very few people that have, I think it's way worse than Magic 30.
Me.
I'll get into that. I think it's way, way worse than Magic 30. But there's a lot of people with money that don't say anything.
Oh, absolutely.
They just silently leave, and many of them don't knee-jerk and just sell their collections off. So you're going to see a slow drip, just like from Magic 30, from the people that were upset. I'll say this about Magic 30. Magic 30 hurt nobody. Literally hurt nobody. It competed with no other product out there. There are no tournament legal cards. The closest thing it could compete with was something that came out in 1993, and that's Collector's Edition and International Collector's Edition. That's the closest thing to Magic 30.
Well, it did hurt somebody, but not on a scale that it would normally hurt, and it hurt Watson because
but I'm talking about the player base.
Yeah,
people are
it
saying,
didn't hurt
well,
the
they
player base. It hurt
violated the
Watson.
reserve list. They said they violated the reserve list, and it didn't. Like my first video, or one of my first videos, was about the fact that they could reprint anything on the reserve list as long as it wasn't tournament legal. I said that 3 years ago, like 2 years before the Magic 30. So people have always misunderstood that. But it didn't financially hurt anybody. If you didn't purchase it, it had zero effect on you. It caused none of the alpha and beta cards to drop in value. It caused none of the collector edition cards to drop in value. Momentarily, they did when it was first announced, but they recovered. So it literally caused no pain to anybody in the community other than something to, pitchfork and burn to the ground. But this decision, this literally just nuked the value of many people's collections. This just literally cost players tens of millions of dollars. This is a real impact. If you don't think that's going to make a lot of people leave, you're mistaken. This is definitely going to be a feel bad enough to make people quit. If M30, which didn't hurt anybody, made people quit, this definitely did more damage, I think, than M30. And I think, let me be clear, I like having M30. Right. I don't like the product. I think it should never have been made, but I love having something super rare in my collection.
Right.
But I don't really like it. I'm never going to open it. I just like having it as shelf candy. I don't support it. I think it should never have been made. And I understand the people that somewhat feel misguidedly betrayed by it. I don't know what it betrayed. They've made many reprints of non-tournament legal reserve list cards over the decades, so I don't understand that. This, however, this was super out of left field, and this like, why didn't they do one at a time, right? Like, let's fire a shot across the bow. Let's ban Nadu, right? Or maybe Nadu and Dockside Extortionist. And then people go, uh-oh. And they say, hey, we ban Dockside Extortionist because it's too explosive. Then everybody can start looking at their collections and start liquidating their Jeweled Lotuses, their Mana Crypts. But doing all 4 of these at once, 3 of the top 4 most valuable reprint targets in the entire library, all at once, that's a spicy meatball there.
Right, all at once. That was a big hit, and I'm surprised at the same time they didn't unban things from the ban list. I still don't feel like they deserve to be there anymore. Like
Balance. I never understood why Balance was on there.
I never investigated the idea of balance, but I'm talking about like one card that's only broken in certain decks, but not all decks, is a Primeval Titan, and he's still not broken.
Sure, I think Hull Breacher's another one. It's only broken with wheels.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, okay, why is that banned?
Right. It's only broken
There's
with
way
wheels.
more degenerate cards out there.
Like Tegrid, God Assault. That's a card that could have been banned. That would have made more sense for that card to get banned than what they banned.
I'm just saying that what they did do made no sense, and the way they went about it is just
bonkers.
It really is a betrayal to the community. Like, how is anybody going to feel safe buying any fancy version of any card on the secondary market now?
Right. But
like, seriously.
But like,
there is no unbannable card, including dual lands.
Right. It's just one of those things. It's going to make you really assess if you really like Magic or the monetary value more. You know, I'm not saying they have to be separated.
Well, but here's the thing. I think, honestly, I don't think it's the investors that got hurt the most, or even the collectors. Collectors tend to collect like one copy.
Right.
And I think the investors left the building a long time ago. There are still some, flipper Timmies out there, but these are old cards. These are not new cards. I mean, Mana Crypt with the special versions are kind of new. But I think what this hurt most are the blingers. And lots of people love bling, and they're leaning into the bling. People want the fancy schmancy versions of stuff.
It's kind of like walking on pins and needles now.
Yeah, I would. If you thought it was a race to the bottom before for, like, serialized. Think about that. Think of somebody who got a serialized or a what was the inventions called? Mana Crypt recently. Think about that. I'm sure somebody's bought one in the last week.
Yeah, dude. Those are pretty cool.
And that's been around for how long?
Jeez. Years.
What, at least 8 years or so?
Yeah, it's been a good chunk.
Kaladesh, was that like 2016?
Yeah, it was like between.
At any rate, it's a good minute.
2019, 2020-ish.
Core, I would have thought so first, but they've admitted that was his name, Jim, admitted that they've been talking with WotC for over a year about this.
Oh yeah, it's insanity that like, if they were looking at it for over a year, why did they give hints, leaks, thoughts? This is on the chopping block. These are in our sites. Why did they do anything like that? Why do they keep it like I know people were like they must be insider trading going on. Da 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 da. They must have sold theirs before this. Da 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 da.
There is some degree of that had to happen. Yep. Because even Jake and Joel admitted that they knew.
Oh, absolutely.
3 months ago that somebody told them they're about to ban Mana Crypt, and they thought it was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but so they ignored it. But I don't know how important these cards are, Michael Superbacker. Like I said, when I put them in decks, they just don't work out for me. I don't care enough. They're too costly to keep in there. So I just generally yank them out and put cards I like playing more in there. But I feel more for the community, kind of like the Captain Waffles. What really triggered me, and I saw it firsthand, literally less than an hour before coming here. Some bunghole, pretty much being a troll well, I guess it would be more of a cathartic stream, talking about how glad they are for the bands and glad that these people lost all this money, and that is a really toxic take. And like you said, Captain Waffles, these kind of issues just show just how toxic the community can be.
Yep. That's what I said earlier. It's like I was saying, you get all the heads up. It's like I thought, like I said, it was great news, and I shouldn't have said like great news, but I was using great and not the context is happy in my brain, but great is like this is going to like explode. Like media is going to go, people are going to rank up with their not rank up. They're going to make up all these videos, all this content, and this is going to be great for content creators and stuff like that. Like it's one of those things that this dismal change is just going to shake up everything at its core. Like how many videos have I just ignored today about this whole aspect of what people are thinking about the ban list? Like who's covering it? Big people are covering it. Well, why? Because it's just clickbait right now. Like not the subject, but the title is just clickbait now. The thumbnails.
No, I get it, and that's the whole any news is good news.
Right.
I don't follow that. Not this content creators for one. You know how I roll. I do this for me. I'm like probably one of the worst content creators out there. I do this for me, folks. I don't know why you tune in and listen to me, but I spout off. I try to say a few smart things here and there, and give a little bit of my take on things. Try to get more right than wrong.
Right.
In this particular case, first off, it's not a good look to ever poo-poo on anybody, no matter what their opinion is, what side of a coin they take. It's a bad look, right? And I don't revel in anybody's.
You don't like the
misery.
I'm
I would be happy for the folks that. I am happy for the folks that truly like this decision because they feel it's going to make their gameplay better. I am happy for those folks. However, I think the vast majority of people cheering this are the people that are sour grapes that they didn't have the money to buy these cards.
Right.
And they're just happy to see people lose money.
Who would buy them is my question. I would still buy a Mana Crypt. It's on my list of dream cards to get now. More affordable.
Well, if they announced not necessarily that they're banning them, but there's a possible ban list, like put out a list of like 100 cards that are on a watch list.
Right.
And then you have time to get out of it. And, the market has time to react and time to filter through. Right.
Right.
And right now, the people that are buying are the people that surprisingly have probably not heard the news yet. And they just say, oh, you realize that there are automated purchasing lists set up out there, right? When a card hits a certain level, a bot just buys it.
Right.
And people have to go in and reprogram their bots quickly to, not buy these banned cards. So,
right.
Those people are still getting caught, buying cards because maybe they were on vacation when this happened or just, in Acapulco and wasn't paying any attention to Magic. And, oh, shit, look at that. The Mana Crypt at $75. Yeah, I'm buying one. And that's who's buying them, in all honesty, because and the people that potentially, I don't know how on earth anybody playing like a legacy or vintage format didn't already have a Mana Crypt because it's been out for 20 years.
Right. I think legacy players already had their copies.
But maybe they wanted a bling copy. I don't know.
They might be sad the price is going down, but they get to still play with it,
Well, and they might want the special versions. Maybe they didn't have a special version. They had an old one and just wanted it.
And see, I wanted a copy for my cube because everyone Eldrazi's is a theme in part of the cube. So now I got a futurist list. So there's positive in it for me in that aspect because Like I thought if I got a mana crypt, it would be for my Eldrazi deck. I was thinking about possibly saving the money to invest in one. Same with Jeweled Lotus. Because Eldrazi costs a lot of money, a lot of mana. But like at the same time, now I just can't be salty because I never got to go there. But like at the same time, I feel bad for the people who lost their money, you know, who lost their investment. Because there was a guy I was watching earlier who's like, I just literally bought one in the mail, just showed up today. And he's like, now it's worth less than how much I paid for it.
Oh, and no chance of offloading it and only going down. Like we haven't hit the bottom of these prices yet. I can't imagine Jeweled Lotus would be worth more than a couple of bucks.
Children of the Apocalypse overpowered ban card, ban worthy? No, I still need to get that.
I think Turgrid's way more powerful in commander sense than Shield.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you
Turgid is so oppressive. It's so bad. I took that. That was actually my first commander deck that I built with Shieldred or Turgid.
Yeah, I know.
And it was so degenerate that I didn't even. I was apologizing for every card I was casting. I'm like, I'm sorry,
I've done that
I don't want to play this card.
Like,
no, I'll play it. I just tore the deck. As a matter of fact, it's still sitting on my desk downstairs, and I was like, this is not fun. And it's the same kind of thing with Dockside Extortionist, right? It's the type of thing that it is a catch-up card, but once it pops off, it generally is a game like winner.
I had a guy play Dockside as a combo piece to just get tons of treasures out there by bouncing it and using the pieces to take extra turns. So it was like a lengthy infinite turns combo, and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Well, was he dirtling with it? I don't mind if people do things like that so long as they're quick about it.
It was dirtling, but it wasn't quick.
I do not like watching people sit and dirtle.
No.
And I think that they're actually leaning into the.
I think one of the cards that Dockside really powered in well if you played Grixis was Time Sieve, because you could sack 5 artifacts to take an extra turn, I believe it was. And I've played against a deck that did that. It Deadeye Navigator Dockside, so you could just make a shit ton of treasure tokens, and then you just take extra turns, and nobody else ever gets a turn.
I mean, not Grixis, but
but it's dependent on other people having artifacts to blow up.
Yeah,
I've seen Dockside sit in hands because it's worthless. Because somebody else might. I don't generally play a ton of artifacts.
Right.
I
don't know.
So they have to have enough targets to generate enough to be worthy of throwing out there to make themselves a target to go out to pop off, so to speak. So
all right, we got to wrap this up now. It's almost 10 o'clock here.
Oh, bedtime for me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump in and hijack part of the stream.
Oh no, you guys! It was a chat and chill.
I literally said the same thing earlier.
Well, I don't know if you guys want to chill or nothing.
Not me.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, then we're going to get to the end credit scene. Woo-hoo.
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
The moves, the strategies, and the flares. Super fast tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes. Shall shock, go. The tortoise way. He's the one to watch, the king of MTG play.